Hold on, I'm almost there. Yes, it's painful, but it'll be deadly if I don't regain control. My world is spinning, nothing makes sense. Up and down are meaningless now. I don't know where or what I am. I can heal, surrender, fight, or even kill. I'm terrified. My life has just turned upside down, and I don't know how to make it right again. Everything seems to be collapsing around me now. I feel so alone to deal with this. No one, not even my loves, could understand. 27 years ago to this day, that was me. That was my state of mind. Then came hope, spawned from my childhood, passed on to me by my parents and their family before them. Hope was all I had to survive, to get up, to make something of myself. This episode explores the H.O.P.E system that was first introduced in print on July 1st, 2022. This is the first in a series of Why You Matter podcasts focused on how the H.O.P.E system can be used to transform difficult moments into inspiring growth and strength. Come join me as we rediscover hope together. Have you ever faced situations in life where you may be a project at work or a family situation, or maybe the kids are just acting up or they're not doing well in school, and you ask yourself, why do these problems keep coming up? Why do these situations keep coming up? Why always the same ones? Or why is it that it's so difficult to be dealing with them all the time? Why me? Right? Those are normal questions to ask in life. I think part of life, for me at least, is recognizing what are the strengths I have in life and how I'm dealing with them in a positive way. And then what are the opportunities for me to be more strong, to get better at what I'm doing. And I find that life teaches me, at least, when I'm doing well, and it teaches me about the things that I need to improve. And the things that I do well, I tend to not have a problem with in my life. The things that I do well just seem to seamlessly just work themselves out, right? It's almost like I don't have to do any work. It just works out. And then things that are like harder for me to deal with, they seem to kind of come back again and again. It's almost like this repeating wheel. And as much as I may think I've dealt with a situation, it just keeps coming back. And I after about 20 years of research and working into this, I finally figured out that those were actually important indicators in life. That life was trying to tell me that, hey, you know what? I needed to pay attention to those because I hadn't really quite gotten the solution in a way that could get me out of those cycles that I'm in. And that's what they really are. You know, all of our lives are really based on cycles, and we all work very hard to get ourselves out of cycles, out of negative ones, of course, and then into positive ones, right? We don't want to be at work stressed, working against a deadline, feeling like we can't make it. We want to be on top of the world. We want to be sitting there having lunches every single day, feeling great because we're closing $1 million deals, or we're making great products, or, you know, our chemistry or engineering pursuits are like going amazing, or, you know, or we're just doing a fantastic job and everybody loves us, right? We want to be on top of the world. We don't not want to be in a situation where We have to struggle with our family. We have to struggle with our kids. We have to struggle with our finances. We want to be on top of all those things because we want those things to empower us and to make us feel good about who we are and what we've done. And deservedly so, because we deserve it. You know, you deserve everything in life. You know, I know you work hard. I don't know you as an individual, as a person. But of all the individuals I've ever met in my life and had the privilege of connecting with in my life, not a single one that I've ever met, in the thousands and thousands that I've met, don't deserve happiness and growth and don't work hard in their way, you know, to improve their lives. And that's the key thing. It's in their way, because we're also different and we all need different solutions and different systems if we are to, you know, be effective for us, right? And that's what, you know, this whole program is about. It's about a scaffold. Think of it like a structure that you get to fill in with the tools, the, you know, whatever it is that you need to, you know, optimize each of the 4 steps, you know, of the program. But as much as this program is helpful, I think one of the things that is important for you to consider is why solving problems for yourself in a more effective way can be a big benefit to you, right? Because at the end of the day, you know, you can continue to solve challenges, problems every single day the way you normally do. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you're happy with that, if that's, you know, if you think, Malik, you know what, Malik, this is not, you know, I'm good, Malik, you know, I'm good with what I'm doing. All my problems are there like everybody else. I've got challenges, but I'm good with solving them, right? Then you don't need this system, right? Because you probably developed an internal system already like that for you to deal with these types of situations. But if you're anything like me, you know, 20, 30 years ago, and trying to, you know, be a young father at 23 years old, and then a young single father a few years later, you know, it's and going through university and school and work and all that, you know, you're trying to figure out what's going on, and you kind of realize, you know, I do need a system. I don't have one, right? At least not one that's working, at least not one that's not keeping me up at night every single night, and one that is allowing me to relax and feel like I'm ahead of the game, you know, that I'm winning every single day, right? And that's really, you know, the impetus about why H.O.P.E was developed. It was a system that came up naturally from within me, but I started to research it and figure out exactly what was going on. I did eventually develop the system. This is it. But now I'm here to share it with you, and share it with you in such a way that I'm only going to fix the scaffolding, the 4 steps. But you can choose one of thousands of different tools that you can use to make that system your own. Because ultimately, in order for it to be effective, it needs to be your own. And there's been a lot of studies showing that when we face a situation in life with gusto, with this feeling like, oh wow, this is a potential opportunity for us to grow, and not, oh no, not again, there's another problem, another issue. We tend to feel more empowered about ourselves. We tend to feel like we're winning, we're on top of the world, we're dealing with things. It gives us a special power within ourselves, not just to deal with like situations or problems, but also to enjoy life more, to feel empowered about our everyday, to feel like, wow, okay, I'm really am privileged to be alive today, to be here, to be present, to have my family around me, to have my friends around me, to be working in the work that I'm doing, you know, uh, to be living the life that I want to live. I think that's ultimately, the greatest gift that I can give myself in this lifetime is the gift of just being me in this life and feeling amazing about being me, right? It's not like being like someone else or like some idol or someone I admire or whatever. No, I need to be me. I'm the best role model that I can be for me. And I think the more that I see individuals, very wonderful, incredible individuals, look at the TV and look for role models in the news or other individuals that have done amazing and great things. I kind of feel, if only you were to see what I see when I look at you. If you were only to see how incredible I think you are as a person, you wouldn't need any of those TV role models. You wouldn't need anybody to sort of say, hey, you know what, look at what this person's doing, because you're doing yourself, you're doing amazing things. And it's human nature to say, oh, I could do better. Absolutely. We could all do better. I could do better. But just celebrating who you are, every day is so critical. And this program helps recenter you so that you can focus every day on you and be the best role model for you every single day, because you are amazing. And I can unconditionally say that regardless of whether I met you or not, because thousands and thousands of examples in my lifetime haven't proved me wrong yet. So, and I doubt I would ever meet a human being that I wouldn't say has an incredible potential in them, and a beautiful, unique perspective on life that I would never learn from anyone else. So that being said, I think the key element to understanding how you could be happier, how you can be more content, how you can deal with life's challenges every single day and look at them as positive opportunities for growth, is all about understanding the opposite. Why are you feeling low energy? Why are all these challenges facing you? Why are all the same problems coming out all the time? And again, once you come to grips that, what, it's going to happen. We're on a roller coaster ride. I didn't ask to be on it. I'm sure you probably didn't ask either. But we're on it, we can't, it's not something that, that we do. It's something that's being done to us. It's how we handle it again at the end of the day. We could either go, we can get on the roller coaster ride and go, oh no, not another dip, oh no. Or we can be like, yay, this is awesome. It's really up to us to decide how we want to react to it. We just can't control the fact that it's happening. That's not under our control, unfortunately. And I think this program is about how do we, grip, that roller coaster and start screaming and shouting in joy at every single turn and bend and up and down. It's all about getting excited about the ups and downs and not just saying, oh no, just not another one again. Right? So I think at the end of the day, if we look at the system, we look at where the system could take us. that's the power of it. And hope is a really simple 4-step system. It's really just, it's based on psychology. It's based on a very, very famous triad that is a part of our negative way of thinking, and what I call emotional thoughts that form out of normally out of any kind of difficult situation. It's based on neuroscience, the way it's based on the anatomy of our brains and how it works, and we'll get into that. As you know, for those of you who want to really, get in there with me into the weeds about how the system works and why it works, right? Because there's an actual science behind why it works. But for the most of you, the main thing is that it's easy to use. It's very quick. It takes practice to really implement it, especially because you have to tweak it for yourself. We're all different. Each and every one of you is different, and so you're going to have to find ways to tweak it for yourself, and that comes out in the practice of it. And you'll find that little way, and when you start using it, you don't even think that you're doing it. It just happens, and you'll see examples of it just like automatically happening in a spur of a moment. In one of the seminars, it's just happening. That's how natural it is. But it's a scaffold, and it's something that you can apply with you every single day in life. Once you have it, it really does change the way you approach things, because you're no longer just guessing or fuddling around. You've got a system that is internalized, that's inside of you, and that allows you to see the world in a very positive way right away, or allows you to also identify when things are getting negative and how to deal with it quickly and snap yourself out of it. So I'm really excited about sharing this with you. I hope it provides you some value, even if it gives you a fraction of a value. I'll be very honored and content. So thank you very much for listening. I appreciate all your time being spent, and I hope that it'll be time well spent. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye. I'll never be the same.